Welcome to the Explainer. Okay, today we've got a story for you. It's one of those that really makes you think about what power actually is. In a world where everyone's trying to be the loudest person in the room, what if the real strength is being the one nobody even sees? So, picture this, one of those huge, shiny corporate towers, all glass and steel. It's the kind of place that just screams power, right? But here's the twist. What if the most powerful person in that entire building is the one everyone walks past without a second glance? So let's talk about these worlds apart. Right at the center of this story are two people. They work in the exact same building, but honestly, they might as well be on different planets. The gap between them is just massive. All right, so on one hand, you've got the executive. I mean, you can hear this guy coming. The expensive suit, the loud click-clack of his shoes on the marble floor, him barking orders. To him, people are just obstacles or tools. And then on the other hand, you have the cleaning woman. Her presence is just quiet. The only sound she makes is the soft squeak of her cart's wheels. To him, and pretty much everyone else, she's totally invisible, like a ghost. Now, this is where it gets really interesting, because her silence, it's not weakness, not at all. It's a choice, a really deliberate one, and it's all because of something super personal, something that drives everything she does. And this is it. This one simple question from her little girl, Isabella. Mom, when I grow up, can I be strong too? Wow, that question is the absolute core of our story. It's just echoing in her head every single day as she pushes that cart down the empty hallways. She's not just trying to find an answer for her daughter, she's trying to figure it out for herself too. Okay, so get this. Her life as a cleaning woman, that's not where she started. The truth is, she's a billionaire. Yeah, you heard that right. After a horrible accident, she inherited this huge fortune, but she saw right away how money changed people, how it made them just ruthless. So she did something crazy. She decided to hide who she was, start all over from the very bottom, just to see how people really behave when they don't know you have power or money. And that quote from the executive, "Success doesn't favor the weak," that is exactly the kind of thinking she's up against. It's his personal motto. He literally screams it at his employees to put them down. His entire world is built on being loud and intimidating, which is the polar opposite of her quiet search for what's real. And that brings us to the core question of the whole story, the one she's grappling with every single night. Is real power all about shouting and being seen? Or is it about knowing exactly when to stay silent? All right, so this whole experiment of hers, this quiet life, it can't go on forever. You can feel the tension building. And now, two different crises, one that's deeply personal and another that's a huge corporate disaster, are about to crash into each other. This is the breaking point. So first, boom, the personal crisis. She gets a call from Isabella's school. Her daughter can't go on the class trip because the fee hasn't been paid. Can you imagine? She's literally a billionaire, but right now she can't afford a simple school trip for her kid. That's gotta be a gut punch. And then, at almost the exact same moment, a bomb goes off at the office. A massive international deal just completely falls apart. We're talking millions and millions of dollars just gone. The whole company's future is suddenly on the line. So you can just imagine the vibe in that building. It's pure panic. And the executive, his whole strategy of shouting and being the big boss, it's completely useless. When a real crisis hits, he just melts down. He's panicking, blaming everybody but himself. It's a total mess. And right here, this is the moment it all changes. And it starts with something so small, so everyday, A spilled coffee. That one little accident is what pulls our invisible woman right into the eye of the storm. So, she gets called in to clean up the mess. And while she's literally on her hands and knees wiping up the coffee, she glances up at the big screen in the conference room. And that's when she sees it, a huge, critical mistake in the numbers. It's the kind of error she's seen 1,000 times before, back when she was running billion-dollar projects. And almost without thinking, a sentence just comes out, calm, quiet, and perfectly accurate. The executive, of course, is furious. He tries to shut her down. But something's different. For the first time, she stands up. She looks him right in the eye, and with this incredible, unshakable confidence, she just talks, and the whole room goes silent. Step 1, step 2, step 3, she lays out exactly where they went wrong and precisely how to fix it. And then the whole truth comes tumbling out. She makes a couple of quick phone calls, gives a few simple instructions, and just like that, the jaws in the room just drop. The shock is unbelievable. This isn't just the cleaning woman. She's a billionaire. The person they've been ignoring and walking past for years. Turns out, she's the most powerful person in the entire company, by far. So we get to the real bottom line. And here's the thing. This story isn't about getting revenge. It's not an I told you so moment. It's about what happens after the big reveal. It's about the lesson. The power in that room has just done a complete 180. The executive, the guy whose whole career was built on being loud and arrogant, is now dead silent. He literally can't even make eye contact with her. The silence in the room isn't fear anymore. It's just awe. Pure, humbling awe. And instead of rubbing it in his face, she does something incredible. She finally gives him and us the answer to her daughter's question about being strong. True success, she explains, isn't about belittling people or crushing them on your way up. It's about being able to stay human, to hold on to your decency, even when it's really, really hard. You see, her real win here wasn't about the money or saving the company. It was a moral victory. When she goes home that night, it's not as a billionaire who showed everyone up. It's as a mom who finally has the answer for her daughter. She proved that the greatest strength you can have is your character. It's who you are when nobody's watching. And so this whole story leaves us with a pretty big question to think about, right? Where does the real power in your world lie? Are we all just looking in the wrong places? Do we automatically assume that the loudest person is the strongest? Or maybe, just maybe, the greatest power is the quiet, steady strength in the people we overlook every single day?